Since becoming king, Frederick of Denmark has faced intense public scrutiny, with his every move dissected by the media and public alike. The scrutiny isn't new. Even in his youth, Frederick struggled with his public image, marred by controversies and missteps. His mother, Queen Margrethe, made concerted efforts to rehabilitate his reputation, sending him abroad to cultivate a more positive perception. However, the shadow of his past followed him closely, setting the stage for the turbulent reign that would begin after his mother's abdication, an event triggered by a scandal involving Frederick's public behavior in Madrid. Upon ascending the throne, King Frederick sought to reshape his image by championing environmental causes. He positioned himself as a defender of sustainable development, nature conservation, and climate change mitigation, presenting a vision of a greener Denmark under his leadership. But Frederick's commitment to these issues quickly drew criticism. His environmental advocacy, seemingly at odds with his own lifestyle, sparked outrage in the Danish press and among environmental activists. Reports highlighted the glaring contradictions. A king who spoke passionately about reducing emissions but continued to use a fleet of gas-guzzling cars, private jets, and a notoriously polluting royal yacht, the Dannebrog. The Dannebrog, a symbol of Danish maritime heritage, became a lightning rod for criticism. The yacht's high emissions and questionable usage during state visits painted a stark picture of hypocrisy. Media outlets pounced on the apparent disconnect between Frederick's public stance and private actions, questioning his sincerity and commitment to the environmental causes he publicly espoused. The backlash intensified when reports revealed that the royal yacht, often used inefficiently, contributed significantly to the carbon footprint that Frederick had vowed to reduce. Facing mounting pressure, Frederick acknowledged the criticism and announced plans to upgrade the Dannebrog to meet modern environmental standards. He emphasized his willingness to make changes and reduce emissions, hoping to align his actions with his environmental commitments. However, the announcement did little to quell public skepticism. Many saw it as a superficial attempt to placate critics rather than a genuine commitment to sustainable change. Further compounding the scrutiny, Frederick's decision to increase the annual royal budget, partly to support his environmental initiatives, was met with widespread disapproval. Critics accused him of using public funds to cover up his environmental shortcomings, while ordinary Danes struggled with economic challenges. The budget increase, intended to bolster environmental programs, instead became a symbol of royal excess and privilege, fueling the narrative that Frederick's environmentalism was more about optics than substance. Despite the relentless criticism, Frederick remains steadfast in his resolve. He continues to advocate for a sustainable future for Denmark, seeking to leave a legacy defined by positive environmental impact. His commitment to addressing the criticisms and aligning his actions with his words reflects a king determined to navigate the treacherous waters of public opinion while staying true to his values. But the road ahead is fraught with challenges, as Frederick battles to reshape his public image and prove that his dedication to environmental causes is not just rhetoric, but a genuine mission to build a greener Denmark. King Frederick's reign thus far is a stark reminder of the complexities faced by modern monarchs. In an age of heightened accountability, where every action is scrutinized, Frederick's story underscores the delicate balance between public duty and personal conviction. The king's efforts to champion environmental causes, though well-intentioned, continue to be overshadowed by the glaring discrepancies in his lifestyle. As Denmark watches closely, Frederick's legacy hangs in the balance, shaped not only by his environmental ambitions, but also by his ability, or inability, to live up to them in the eyes of his people.